Hey guys, welcome. I am Mama Bear to Many. I am mom to 14 children. 12 of my children still live here at home. If you have not been here before, welcome. Welcome to our homestead. This is going to be like a homestead, what we did this week type thing. And we're glad to have you here. And for all those people that come back and yeah, we're like friends. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like when I first started YouTubing, it was difficult for me to talk to a camera because I was talking to a camera. But like I feel like I'm talking to you guys because I hear back from so many of you that it's just a blessing to me. So I probably look super tired because we have some animals that I was up, which you'll find out in this video, which I was up last night. Every 4 hours they need to get fed day and night. So I have been doing that along with taking care of my little ones. So this video is pretty exciting because we are going to get quite a few new animals. You get to see that. And we plan to get another animal, and that does not work out. So what are we going to do? Anyway, come see all of our projects. We got a huge project done this week. I'm super proud of the work that we did, and I hope you enjoy. Also, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, that really helps the algorithm with YouTube. And if you feel like you like content like this, then make sure you subscribe to the channel so we can have you part of the family too. Have a blessed day. Okay, so here we go. We're doing our potatoes. In here, we have 3 rows, 2, 3. Here's a crate. We have another probably crate full of potatoes. We have 50 pounds. And we're putting them kind of close together because we don't have a huge space to be able to do potatoes this year. But it was cheaper to actually buy the 50 pounds than to buy 25 pounds. So we did 50 pounds. We're going to put some in here. If we don't do whatever, we might find another spot. We'll see. This is our experiment. We're going to put these hoops up over this to try to keep the potato bugs away for as long as possible. So that is our goal for the day. I think what I'm going to do is I will have my husband, we have some yucky hay. I'm going to have him bring a bale that got really wet and put it here. So as these start to grow, then I will just start to put the hay, and just keep haying them up. So that's the goal.
Oh my goodness.
You're learning. Just grabbing a bale. Grab a bale of hay and put it over by that garden for me. Everyone's working on projects. Go straight like that way. Yeah. More. Yeah, right there. That's good. Yep. There's white stuff right there, that's why. Hey guys, I am Mama Bear to Many, and we have an exciting couple days planned. We are going to be, sorry, my little miss here. There we go. We are cutting cedar. You can see all the cedar behind me. So we're about 10 acres from our homestead property. Like, we're in our land, but we're like just about 10 acres back. And we have cedar out here. So we are cutting some cedar to make cedar posts in order to build a paddock for our new bowl that's going to be coming. So that's exciting. So we are bringing the cedar post up. I think we need 17 cedar posts. So the goal today is to bring up those 17 cedar posts. And then over the next couple days, I'm not sure if we're going to go today. We'll see how long it takes to get those 17 cedar posts, and then we may actually end up going to Tractor Supply today, renting the trailer, and getting all of our cattle panels and stuff that we need today. Oh, thank you. So we'll just see how it works out. They got most of them all cut up, I'm pretty sure, so far, and bringing them up towards the house, which is super exciting. I think it's only like maybe like 10 in the morning, so that is super exciting. There always comes like a point of like, we try to use the resources that God gave us, and I feel so blessed that we have the land. I know. Are they climbing on that tree? Do you want to go over there? Okay.
I'll save it soon.
You want to save, you want me to save this for you? Okay. She's gonna go climb on the tree. I have some middle kids over there. Okay. There's always like this thing of you want to try to use the resources that God gave you, and then try to figure out what's best. So we are always working on improving whatever projects or whatever things that we have. We used to have, so we've had various different fencing. The last setup we kind of had T-post and fencing on the T-post. We had cattle panels on T-post, and we also had like woven wire on T-post. But the cows would like stick their nose underneath it and try to like push under, and they could get, I don't even know how, they could get under like the fence. So if it was a certain season and the ground wasn't super solid, they could get through. So our new idea, or my new idea, is that we are going to, hi, say good morning. Our hands are sticky from our granola bar. Remember what I said, we're going to talk like a big girl, because people on the other side are big people, and they can talk to you like a big person. Whenever she sees herself on here, she talks like a baby, and she doesn't normally do that. Anyway, so I love being in the woods because the kids get to experience something new, and they can see different things. And I usually try to sit in different spots or go in different spots in the woods so they can just see the different environments and different animals. We've seen a lot of birds this morning. There was 2 hawks like over our head this morning, which was kind of cool. And let them adventure and play and that type of stuff. So anyway, as far as the fencing, I want to put cedar posts cemented and then put cattle panels across, cedar posts cemented, and we're gonna see how that works. I'm hoping that works. We need a nice solid paddock. I am fine just running electric fence in big areas. Like obviously you couldn't do that all the way back here to the 10 acres. So I'm hoping that my idea works and we have a solid paddock for the area. It's important to have a solid paddock because if animals get out from, say, electric fence, like say we have them way out here in the woods, then we can like run them up to the paddock and put them in the paddock and then fix the fencing afterwards. So if you're new to homesteading, it is really important that you have somewhat of a paddock area, even if you're doing like portable electric netting or something like that, because things happen and it's a good place to have something contained for a short period of time if needed, and also if the conditions aren't right for electric fencing. We run all solar electric, so there are some times that the solar does not work due to weather. What?
Help out.
The granola bar.
4.
So we have the 4 others left. My husband was grabbing a watering trough we're waiting for. So we rented the trailer. You can see it behind us. Rented the trailer from Tractor Supply. Actually, he said the other day, like 2 days ago, I was in here getting grain and they said that I had 2 free rentals for this trailer. So I was like, oh, that's cool. So I actually have this trailer here for free, which is exciting, and we are going to put all the panels on top of it. So I got 8 cattle panels and then 2 like corral panels, and then a like stock waterer. We were thinking about doing like a big stock waterer and having the cows and the sheep share it. And that would work okay. I'm just not sure that the lambs would be able to get into the same waterer as the sheep. So we decided to actually do 2 separate ones and then put automatic waterers, put like a Y split into the hose, and then do 2 automatic waterers. Now, I thought Tractor Supply would have automatic waterers, and they do not. So I will order those in. I think Amazon did, but we actually have to go to the city tomorrow, which I'm going to share a little bit of that probably with you guys because we have some exciting things that are going on. We're going to pick up something exciting, so we'll probably add that to one of the videos. But I might check the Tractor Supply out there to see if they have them. I'm not quite sure if they do or don't. Yeah. So we're just waiting for this guy. I guess there's like special paperwork they have to do for the trailer. And I don't know. And then we'll back in there and then we'll load stuff up. But I am super excited because it is only 12:20. So that's exciting because we have to be home to, people are buying some pigs. I think I have 4 pigs going today. So we need to be home in order to give those pigs to their new owners. So I am going to, people are odd. I am going to listen to probably like a podcast or something in here with my little sunshine in the back there. We only have 1 child with us. It's really weird. But we knew we were going to be gone just for a minute, and we have to run out tomorrow, and a lot of people are coming with us tomorrow, and it's not good car sick wise if people are out in a vehicle 2 days in a row. So I knew what I needed here because I'm the one like designing the fence to put the fence up, but my husband's the muscles, and he also, I've only driven a truck with a trailer a couple times, and it's not that it's not my favorite thing to do. He probably is going to have me try to drive the truck, although I'm very comfortable sitting in the passenger seat right now. I mean, it's good to know like how to like, I'm fine driving it. I'm not good backing up a trailer. My husband is actually a tractor trailer driver, so he can drive and like back up like anywhere. Like he drives fast, but he backs up like in the tiniest of spaces. And me, I'm like, which way am I supposed to turn the wheel? I forget what I'm doing. And I get kind of like flustered, and we live like on a main road, so it gets kind of flustering if I'm trying to like back up. Most like, I don't know. Yeah, anyway, we'll see who's ends up driving today. I kind of just hope that he will, but I'm okay if he wants me to try to practice too, because I really should know how to do this. And yeah, so we'll see you later. So we are home. We have the 2 10-foot blue gates here in the back. And then I also have the, if you can see it in there, there we go, maybe-ish. That is the stock tank for the sheep, and then 8 panels there. Where are we? Are we getting cement? Yeah. What does it stink like? Did you get some flowers? So pretty. Can you help me plant them? Mommy wants so pretty. Say hi. Are you excited?
You're excited? Did you get to pat her?
It's gonna come down a little bit.
Oh, to the right?
I like your orange color. Yep.
Shannon, that's the one you.
She had
That's
a.
kind of the one you
saw the
saw.
train.
Right?
Doesn't everyone bring a lamb to the park? Did you guys have fun?
Yes. Is it soft?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you love its hair?
I think it likes you.
Do you like your new sheepy?
Are you all excited? Yeah.
Yes, you are petting the lammy.
You gotta set it down.
Can I call it fuzzy?
Because of what they're feeding it.
It's
Joyce, Nevaeh came up with a good one. You want to know it, Kayla?
Yeah.
Juice.
Juice?
Paddock.
That's what she wants to name
You
the
are
sheep.
petting it.
Ah, what kind of juice?
Say pat.
You like to pet it.
Yeah,
Meeting your other family.
it's your first guess. I think this one right here. I know. I thought so.
Good morning, guys. I am heading outside. I am super excited. Look what I got. Okay, so I'm hoping this works. I did test it, so I hope that it really works. And I got a little thing. Let me just clip this on. Now we got the sun. Okay, so everyone is always saying when I'm outside, it's really hard to hear me. I hope this can help. We're outside. Chickens outside. I'm going to head over to where the potatoes are, and then we have a pretty exciting day today. I am going to show you how we finished up the potatoes the other night. I did not film this because I ended up going inside because I was not feeling well. So I will show you. I also have a little sticky thing. So sticky thing, I don't know what the heck they're called. It's like a stick that like you guys are hanging out on. Anyway, there. So this is the row cover that we put up over here. This is our potatoes that we did the other day. I just wanted to share with you how we finished that off because you were with us when we were taking and planting those potatoes over there. And then I said what I was doing, but I didn't actually share with you what I did end up doing. Okay, I am going to head down to show you what we're doing for a project today. Ooh, my rhubarb's coming up. That's cool. Exciting, exciting. We are trying to work on this pen today, but we have, as you can tell, my voice is still honky. It's like I will feel good for a couple days, and then I end up getting sick for 2 days, and then I feel better for a few days. Yeah, everyone else is better, just me. So, I am okay. Yeah. So we are going to work on this block there. We are going to work on the fencing for the cows today. We are getting some rain tomorrow, so we're trying to get as many posts as we can in the ground cemented. So it is Tuesday. My husband works until we get the cows. So it's Tuesday. We're probably getting the cows Sunday or Monday. So we need to get this done. As you can see, here are my cattle panels there. We are going to be, I was going to get just over by the potatoes. I was going to get the rope that was over by the potatoes so I could make a straight line across. I'll show you what we're doing and then I'll go back and get that rope, I guess. So there's also the two blue gates. So one of the gates is going to be here where the dog is hanging out this morning. And then the other is going to go on the other side. Yes, I love you, Lila. It's really weird. She doesn't jump up on you. Like if she's just around the yard, she doesn't jump up on you. She's really excited this morning. One, we have the new lamb, which you can hear in the background. And two, she's tied up. And she likes to jump on people if she's tied up. Anyway, I don't let dogs jump up on me. Yeah, bad habit. Anyway, I'm gonna head over here These are all the cedar posts there. And then here are the posts. My husband got up early. We both got up early. He brought me a coffee, which was super nice. I love my coffee. So at like 5:30. So he already cut these. It's like 6 something. I don't know. Maybe it's 7 by now. I don't know. I think it's 6 something. So he already cut all those posts and have them stacking here. So things we want to get done. See the distance between this pole and that pole? We need a pole in between. So we are going to be fixing this line from over here down to the last post there is all going to get, there's cattle panels underneath that taller fencing. I'm trying to get the sun. All right, under the taller fencing. So we're going to try to dig and put these taller posts over there. And then, let me turn a bit. Okay. Let's see. I have to get used to this thing too. The end post there, which is like just after that other post, that end post. And then we're going straight behind me over to the end of this building here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a rope and I'm going to go from that post over to the other side so I have a semi-straight line. And then we're going to start down here and we are going start down here and then we are going to start running our cattle panels across here with those cedar posts. So we're going to kind of work in 2 teams. I think me and my daughter are going to start this part and some people are going to start digging holes for this part. So I'm going to go grab that rope and I'll be back. So then my speaker decided that it wasn't going to work. So a lot of my footage that I actually took telling you all about this, you can't hear a word that I'm saying, so I'm pointing at nothing. So basically right here, this is where we're going to put the gate, but I wanted to, it's kind of at a slope. So we ended up taking some of the manure out, or I wanted to take some of the manure out so that when we set the gate, that we'd be able to push the gate open or pull it out instead of having to pull it out. In the wintertime, we have to dump our hay right there because it gets so wet and icy down there. So I wanted to make sure that we were starting off with a fairly level ground right where it was going to open. So the kids are moving these cedar posts that we're using for the other side. We just moved things just a little bit. He was bringing that over to the other side, and my husband is getting the tractor started, and little Miss was wanting to ride with Daddy in the tractor. Excuse me. So it always takes a little bit longer when you have little Miss on your lap because it's not easy to drive a tractor when you have a 2-year-old on your lap. So as you can see here, we just basically, he just was scooping bits, which actually was perfect because now I have all of that lovely manure that's composted right in the space there that I am going to be able to put my watermelons and the other melons that I plan on putting into the back of the high tunnel. So stay tuned for that because we will be soon planting melons. I have never grown melons inside of my garden before, inside of the high tunnel successfully. I've grown one type of melon that was kind of like a honeydew melon. Okay, I did that one okay. So then I thought that I'd experiment with some other things, some shorter term watermelons. And so the ground is really getting cleared here that we're able to open the gate. So my son, he ended up you put these little things like screws into the wood and then the gate kind of sits on top of it. You can see it there, that's what I'm pointing to. And the blue gate will actually sit on top of it and it'll be able to open and shut. This little Miss was helping out. She was putting water onto the cement and she thought she had such an important job. She did such a good job. So she was waiting for them to come back. They're over there with the cement. She was waiting for them to come back so she could squirt the water. And my daughter was cleaning up some of the plastic. We've had round bales in the past that have had that plastic coating over them, which is wonderful. But sometimes in the middle of winter, it will get almost frozen into the ground. So we're just trying to get some of the trash and debris out of the areas that were there. And she was helping me out with that. I was talking here about, this is the corner post So what we're going to do is do a gate, and then we'll put cattle panels to get to that corner post right there. And then I'll go inside of that other cow pen and redo the fencing in that other side. She was another helper with all that trash. They were working on that. We were kind of working in teams of 2. So 2 people were working on cement. Well, actually 3, because she was filling water in it. So they are working on cement. I'll just walk over here and show you. We take and screw boards up against posts like this just to hold it in place until the cement is done. So we are doing all of these. So we're gonna have, see the panel on the ground, you saw that for a split second. There's going to be a gate in the back that can open up to the next section of pasture. So you'll see us, we will work along doing more pasture in the weeks to come. But for right now, we just want to get this paddock area done. People are digging holes over there. We are filling things with cement. We're measuring things. We're picking up trash. We're getting the gate hung in the front. So everyone's just kind of working together. Usually in teams of 2, we try to work together, unless you're like digging a hole, but then there'd be like 2 people digging, kind of like hopping over each other as far as digging holes. So there's 2 people over here, and then there was 2 people over the other side, over in the sheep pen, that were kind of hopping over each other, digging those holes on the opposite side. So everyone was just coming together because we knew that it needed to get done. And that's kind of how we work in our house, is when there's a project, it's just kind of all hands on deck and everyone works. And it just makes, I think, us all to understand like the importance of working together. And it can be really hard sometimes, but we just need to get it done and show each other grace. So over on this side over here, they had dug holes pretty much like wherever the cattle panel, there's cattle panels on the bottom over here. And wherever those cattle panels were meeting is where we dug. Originally, we had 2 rolls of fencing, so it didn't really matter where we set the posts. We were just trying to get the roll of fencing, but now we have cattle panels and we want the cattle panels to be able to be connected in between. So they're working on getting them so there will be a cattle panel in, there will be a post in between each cattle panel so that 2 cattle panels can get attached on the same post. But these posts are going to be taller, so we can reach the top. Our dog also is in there, and so we have an 8 or 10 foot fence. I forget, honestly. I think it was 2 5-foot rolls, but now it's a cattle panel with a 5-foot roll above it. So that is what we are working on. Now we needed to readjust some things because of the way things were, and the way things were not going to meet up on this end section. So we ended up, I was evaluating things, which meant we needed to set a new corner post. And then we're going to go in between here. You can see that post right there that I'm pointing to. That one is going to come straight to where I'm going. So we need to actually take out these 2 trees that you see there. Those are going to need to come out, and that fencing is going to need to come down so that we can set posts in that area to make an actual fence there, because the cattle panels were in some spaces, like there was 3 on top of one another, kind of just crossed over, because we did it in an emergency because animals were getting out, and we just kind of flopped stuff up there. The girls were having fun. They were just playing, and that's what usually happens, is they'll just play in the areas that we are, or they'll try to, she has my new holder for the camera or whatever, so sometimes they'll have hammers and help hammer and those types of things. We try to get them involved. Okay guys, it is afternoon now. I forgot my speaker, so maybe you can tell the difference between the beginning of this little thing and right now. I'm not quite sure. I'm losing my voice, so that's not helpful either. I will go back to the house in a couple minutes and go get it, but quite honestly, I don't feel like it. All right, I'm gonna just share with you real quick what we're doing. I gotta go get kids and stuff too, and then we're gonna go around the other side and I'll show you. There's been a lot done so far, guys. Pretty excited. Okay, so the gate is attached, and then that will go here, and then there'll be a 16-foot, and then there'll be a 1-foot gap here, which we will cut a piece of paneling for. But let's see, cement in there, awesome. Okay, then you can see we left this fencing up here. That's going to be the corner post there. And we're not taking this down yet. Hopefully soon. These are all cemented. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those 4 for that are cemented in. And then along this back, all of those are cemented in. Okay, so now we need to work on this half over here. I think most of these holes have been dug, which is good. And now we just need a piece of metal on the ground. Hold that up a little bit so I could, so I'll pull it up after. So now these ones have the tall posts here. And they're gonna go in here. So see how we have water right here? We'll only put cement in there and not water, but we'll need to take some boards from our scrap pile and balance those up. So one will be here, and then the rest of it is going to be, until we get further down this way, will all be on the inside. So that's what we're going to work on next. Morning, guys. No microphone this morning. I had the microphone on yesterday, and I don't know what the heck I did, but half of my videos had sound and half of them didn't. So I think that I'll be able to either delete or voice over some of what is there, but I didn't want to take my chances today, so I'll move away from the sheep. I don't really know what I did wrong, and honestly right now I don't have the patience to try to figure out what I did wrong because we have so much work to do. It is, I don't know, right before 7 in the morning, I think. I am heading out. I'm going to show you the amount of work that we got done yesterday. It is sunny right now, which is super exciting because it was supposed to start raining early this morning. So I'm excited that it is not raining yet, and hopefully we can get, everyone's eating breakfast right now. I had a handful of popcorn because that's how I roll. And we will see what needs to get done. They'll be out in a couple minutes. We'll go over things that need to get done. When I get hungry, I'll actually eat something more, but if I eat a lot early in the morning and I'm not truly hungry, then might not be able to hold it down. So let's see what we got done. Okay, this is where you come in. There's the gate and these poles here. So I think most of these, yes, most of those are done. So these will all be, we'll take some of these together. You screwed some of those in. So we will take all of these out and all of our poles, and then we'll be able to take the dirt that's next to them and fill those in. That goes for across the front here, all along up in here. I'll have a younger child probably take out this pole all the way over with fencing so we can recreate that with the new poles in the back here. And then they did these, you can see these massively tall poles. They did those poles yesterday. Those were the last ones done. So those are the last ones that we'll fill in. And then these poles back here. So we are going to be taking the stuff down, filling in the holes, putting up the fencing, putting up the gates, all along this area. Now, from this, let me see, this tree over here, there is actually over to this tall one, there is nothing, because the inside fence is going to all need to be taken down there because they weren't meeting up. So we'll have to take down that fence and then see where we need to put other poles up. But we had the cows out last night and weren't quite sure if they're going to be able to go back in, and we needed an area that we could put the male sheep. We actually ended up getting him up top last night as well with the other sheep. So we needed to get the male sheep out of that pen in order to fix this back section, because there'll be a period of time when the cement is drying that we don't actually have fencing on that back area. So I'm gonna check the weather again, see what's going on, but at least we can do the ones that are here now. Don't think I shared with you guys yet, most of the piggies are gone. We have 4 piglets left, and Mama Pig, she's gonna be going in the freezer here shortly. I don't know, whenever we have time to. But this is our male here, and then those are probably freezer pigs. So we've moved the chickens. So these are the chickens that were originally in the smaller area. In the smaller area, they're a little bit bigger. And then we moved the ones from the garage over here. So open this over to here. So these are the smaller birds, and those are the bigger birds. Eventually we want all of these birds to be in here together. Goals. Oops, sorry, showing you guys the wall. Goals, goals, goals. So yeah, they're like in their new area. By the end of the month, we will have put the automatic chicken door on the back here, and hopefully have things set up a lot better for them. Yeah, I ordered some like automatic grain feeders, which hold 50 pounds of grain, so I'm excited about that. Those will be coming in. The automatic door came in the other day. We'll need to make some nesting boxes in here, but these obviously aren't nesting yet. Our nesting birds are over the other side in electric netting. So we're just like doing the next thing, right? There's always a next project. There's tons of gardening stuff that needs to get done, but we just put whatever is top priority done first. And so that's what we're doing right here with the fencing. And then as that gets done, then we'll start working on our outside gardens and transplanting things from the other garden that's in the high tunnel. I have some broccoli that's going to come out here, transplanting that out here into our other garden beds, as well as mulching out here. Yeah, planting all the outside stuff. It's still, our frost date's still a couple weeks away, but we can plant cold weather stuff out. So I'm not too far behind. I just want to get some peas or something in the ground. I don't know, we'll see. Hey, that looks like quite a load.
Help me too.
Make room for sister. Yes. So this is inside of our other garden that we built last year. We have nothing in the beds. My sweet daughter over here is pulling weeds. We do have some strawberries that we planted in here, see? So she's pulling the weeds so that we can put some, fill in any spaces, and then we'll put some hay in there. We still have a bunch of beds. I'm gonna go in the high tunnel in just a minute and pull out some broccoli so we can put them in some of these beds. So right here we have some issues here, obviously, with our raspberries. They're all tipping over. So what we're gonna do is we're getting, my son went to go get a tall post for right here. He's gonna put that in, and then he's gonna run from right here a T-post and run T-post down to the end there where they're at, so that, and then we'll put some wire on that. We'll use some electric fence wire, and so that the raspberries will kind of stay in that section there. Somebody asked the other day, what's the cheapest way to make a raised bed? This right here. If you wanted to, you could notch these sides and then hook them up on here. We didn't last year. I don't know, we might end up doing it this year. We'll see how far we get, what gets done. It just kind of divides the space into knowing like what we're actually doing. Okay, so here we have 2 little cranberries there that we're experimenting with. We also planted, my daughter planted some horseradish last year for me. And these ladies are cleaning along the fence line here so that we can plant those peas. These are kind of cool. My daughter, she took a bunch of tree cuttings like this and she read up. So she's trying like a little experiment with these to see if she can get some trees to grow out of those. So I have some spinach and I have some radishes. This was experimental to see like how early I could get them to grow. So I think I'm just gonna like grab whatever so the kids can have it with lunch. So I've been taking these broccolis out of this bed, all shapes and sizes. They're gonna plant them outside. And then I'm planting in here little jalapeno peppers. So I've gotten six jalapenos so far. So she has all the broccoli that I just took out of this area here. So I started to plant peppers down here, but I took all of those out of these. This is like 2 beds here. Took all that out. I'm gonna go outside and go plant those in just a second. I'll plant those first because it looks like it's gonna rain pretty soon. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna rain pretty soon, so I'll go plant those first. And we just moved some of the, I don't know if you can see this, the hose there. We put 2 hoses in here to get us through a few days. Eventually we're going to put the watering system in at least 1/2 of this. And then that will make life a lot easier, but we have a lot of things and it's taking about 2 hours to get things watered. And we have lots of stuff to go on. So we are, we brought the hoses in order to spray things down instead of hand water like with watering cans. We shall see how that goes. Today was actually a day that we were working on the cow pen, but we got all that we can get done until this rain passes because we couldn't cement anymore with the weather the way that it was. So that is where we're at right now. So we came in the high tunnel to see what we could get done in here. So I got done this bed. My daughter planted some peas outside and another daughter was weeding the other side, and we got the hoses run, so that's good. I have 2 girls up there and they are planting some regular sweet peppers, and then I am going to plant the rest of the hot peppers in here. So I just had 6 jalapenos that I put in here. 8 jalapenos that I put in here, and then the rest of them are going to be pepperoncinis that I put in here. I also have like yellow banana type peppers, and I will do those. I'm just not quite sure where I'm going to put those as of yet, but for now I'm going to take those and put them into the bed here and go plant those broccoli outside. It's always amazing like how it's like we weren't in here for like a day. Well, we were in here for just a second, for 2 days, sorry, close up, for 2 days, and how like some of my things died in there because I had planters and I wasn't specific. It got watered in there, but the starts that I had some cabbage in there that were just starts, and those I didn't specifically say that we needed to water seedlings. And so the peppers that I'm planting, I'm so glad that I saw them because they probably would have been dead by tomorrow, totally dead. They look very wilty today. All right, so she's been working on that. She is down there now, and I'll show you what we got so far. I think, I don't know, we got quite a few in there. So this is the last of it, and this is the ones that just got planted. Most likely they're gonna get watered in with no issue.
That is my finger, not the bottle. Oh, don't try it. There you go.
Morning, afternoon, not quite sure. Anyway, I'm going to share with you what we have done out there. It has been kind of a crazy headache. Okay, this has been our morning so far. Monday morning. Tomorrow, Oh, I gotta go the other way because they locked that so the dog wouldn't go out it. And then I wouldn't be able to lock it behind myself. So let's go out the other door. All right. Kind of a funky day. We were supposed to get a bull today, and the guy that we were getting it from, we were going to be trading our pigs and then also giving him cash on top of that. So the pigs that we have are a little bit older. He was going to give us the equivalent, which we were happy, like $200 per piglet. We have 6 of them, so that would be $1,200. We were okay with that. But then he was getting the animal from auction, thinking that whatever, but the prices were through the roof. So the prices were like $3,000 for a bull, for like a yearling bull, and that is usually not the case at all. He like buys and trades animals all the time, and he's like, I wasn't going to do that to you guys without like knowing if you could even come up with that extra money. He's like, you know, a couple hundred here and there, but not, you know, we would have to come up with 1,800 just for the bull, right? So we're trying to rework in our head and what our plan is now. Don't have that figured out yet, but I will show you the fencing because it's good for our cows anyway. We can move some of them down here and then whatever. We wanted to do this anyway. We were just doing it in a, you know, quick in a hurry type thing because we thought the bull was coming. So let me show you. So this is the front where you would walk in, and he's filling the water there that I'll show you in a minute. Goes through both. Got the gate here. I should have worn a sweatshirt. The clouds kind of went overhead. Okay. So this area is all blocked off. This is going to be a separate section for later. Eventually what we want to do is have this divided into a couple of different sections. So the back section will get a wall. That's why we have these boards here. So the back section would get a wall, and that would go to the paddock out here. And then this section in front of us would come straight towards where I am. But for right now, it's just like this, and we'll figure that out later. So those are just boards for now. So this is the cattle panel, and then we are running electric fence. I'll show you the electric fence on the inside here, and occasionally we need to put some of these so the post so it doesn't touch the actual fence itself, because if it's like in or out, I hope that makes sense. Anyway, these two all the way down here. So this is the back gate. The local tractor supply did not have 3 handles. They had 1 Super Duty handle and then 2 regular handles, and then I had to pull, you'll see on the other side, I had to pull other handles from way up there because there was no handles. I don't know about you guys, but we are like, I feel like I can't get half the stuff that I want right now. So you can see we ran the line here all the way over to this edge here. And then these posts, see, we used to run on those posts back there, but we put these tall posts in here and brought it forward just a little bit so it was a more direct line. And then we have these tiny posts here to run the electric inside of it. So it's cattle panel with electric inside. And then this is, I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, maybe you can. That is 2x4 field fence. I don't know if everyone calls it that, but that's because we have the sheep over there, which wouldn't need it, but that the dog's also over there, and she can jump a good 6 feet. So that's what that is for. We need a spot for her to be able to be contained. So it's all the way down here. That's how we have that. And then we have, this is our kill area here, where we have the hanging thing that we used that this morning. What are you doing? This cow probably, and then you can see, put the electric along here. This right here has the pole here, then the electric, and that's where the sheep come in and out there. So we have these 3 running in front of this panel, and then the hooks there for the electric. on the other side of this blue gate. The blue gate is obviously dividing that paddock into this paddock and over to the water area. So this was all new. All these posts are all new. They're all cemented in the ground, which you can, these came out of the ground. This is our life. And then they just set up this system where they have the hose attached and it automatically fills this up. And so this is for both sides. So this would be for the cows on this side, that's for the cows on the other side. And yeah, so then that's up there. So I think we got it really pulled together. My son who is 14, he ran the electric, I think with his sister. Did you run the electric with her this morning?
Who?
Your sister?
Johanna helped a little, yeah.
So they were doing that this morning while we were doing the cow. I wasn't doing the cow. Two people, my husband and my other son, were doing the cow. It's going to be finished in a couple of minutes. We're letting it hang for a little bit and then we'll do whatever. And then I was inside. I took a shower because we are going to be, they're actually ripping the shower out now. This is how we work. We like just flip things over here, there, and everywhere. They're starting to tear the shower out. I think we're going to look at the flooring under the shower to see if that needs to get replaced, and hopefully that would happen today. We also have 4 little kittens that we are taking care of, so we are feeding those every 4 hours, night, day, that type of stuff. So we're doing all that. So it's going to be fun. I don't know what next week is going to bring, but I hope you join us next week to see what is going to bring. I know that we need to plant a lot of stuff, and I can definitely, I mean, they're starting to do the bathroom there. I should actually go video that. I'll go video that so you guys can see before and after, and we'll have that video coming out. So yeah, I hope you all have a blessed week. What are you doing on your homestead? Or what are you doing around your house to try to make improvements? I'd love to hear about it down in the comments. Have a good day.
It almost scratched my fence.
This one get fed?
You can try and feed that one if you want, Isaac. In just a minute, you can try to feed that one if you want, once the syringe is done.